I want to be part of a party that is strong on law and order. I want life to mean life. I want prison to actually be a deterrent, a horrible place to go. I want the NHS to be properly funded. I want more staff, better resources. I need welfare to be looked at as well. I think we all do. We need to look at housing and the ways that we do that. We need to speed it up. We need to stop land banking. Coming from a defence background, I want to see more money for our armed services. We currently just about meet the 2% mark for GDP. We need to raise that. We need to be hitting 3 to just stand still to meet our current commitments. We need to be a party that's strong on immigration, but clever. In 2015, we had a policy based on an Australian point system. That is the right thing to do. The current policies that UKIP were banding around in the recent election in 2017 were ill thought out, ill conceived. They didn't make any sense. How were we ever going to implement them? Everybody wants a strong immigration system, but it's got to be sensible. Immigration's key for this country. You know, people can come here if you have the skills that we need, then come here. But if you come here, you've got to be ready for that. You know, I would want something like a 5-year insurance policy so people can look after themselves if they do come here in the event of something going wrong. They can't rely on our system. They need to have paid in for a period of 5 years before they can draw out. When it comes to Brexit, well, it's done to a certain degree. We've got the result that we wanted. However, we've got to make sure that Brexit means Brexit. We have to make sure that doesn't mean that there's some strange little deal that's done or some diluted method of Brexit that's happening. We need to make sure that it happens as it was voted for by the 52%. But we've also got to be mindful of the other people. Let's be honest about this. I'm going to say this anyway, but the truth of the matter, Brexit isn't a disaster. It hasn't even happened. You know, all the scaremongering about it, it just needs to stop. It's going to be a good thing for this country. And I'll be honest about this too. It might not be the easiest process to go through in the beginning, but we need to give it time. Because once we've given it time and once it happens, we will reap the benefits as a nation. So we're at a crossroads in our party history. We either carry on as we are, we look to the old guard to step in and do much of the same, or we look to the right for quite an extreme view, and not really the libertarian one that I ever stood UKIP was. Or we can go for a future where I'm involved with that. A free-thinking, libertarian, small state, low-tax party. The one that I always believed that we were. The one that I thought occupied the common ground and the common sense politics of this country. It's been lost and we need to get that back. Let's unite. Let's drive forward. And let's carry on with our free thinking that is basically determined and pushed much of the agenda, much of the policies that parties are trying to pick up on these days. So if you want to know more about our campaign, I would ask you to visit our website, which is www.benwalker4leader.com, and that's 4 the number 4, by the way. And we're also on Facebook and we're on Twitter. And I'd ask you to engage with us. We're ready to take your questions. We want to come out and we want to meet members. So I'm happy to go wherever that I'm invited to go. I want you to be part of the change. Be the change with me. That's what this is all about. If we don't change, we die. It really is do or die now. We are in the last chance saloon. We've got the last throw of the dice before we just enter the political oblivion where everybody wants us to be. Let's not forget, in 2015, almost 4 million people voted for this party under Nigel Farage. And there is no reason why we can't return to those days and build again. But it has to be in the same manner that he always wanted this party to function in. Please join our fight.